So hi, I'm Denise. I'm a money mindset coach and founder of Money Bootcamp. And I get asked all the time about the practical things we can do to have a big mindset shift around money. And one of my biggest tips is to become really good at goal setting, and not just income goals either. Now, a lot of people ask me, what's the perfect way to set goals? And there really isn't one. But today I want to talk about 3 different money goals that you could set to set yourself up for a great year. I always say goal setting's free, so we should do it. And I'm here to help. So here are 3 major areas that I want you to set goals around this year to really transform your relationship with money and just get used to talking about it. So step 1, setting a savings goal. Actually opening a savings account this year and making a savings goal is a great sign to the universe that you're ready for more money to show up. And it can sometimes take a huge mindset shift to allow yourself to have excess money, more money than you need. Now, before I started getting really into manifestation work and mindset work, I used to spend every single penny that came in. It just didn't feel safe for me to have a buffer or to have more money than I needed. So at the end of the month, I was always broke, no matter how much money I made. And I started making lots. I was just always in that state of kind of money stress. It felt normal for me to have no money at the end of the month. It felt normal for me to be living in feast or famine mode all of the time. That's how I grew up as a kid. So you have permission to have more than you need. This could be a really big thing for you, and especially if you're a woman, because we're often taught from such a young age that if you have extra, you should share, you should give it away to somebody else, or you're being greedy. So you might feel uncomfortable having a little bit of extra savings, like I have to give it away, or I have to help somebody else, or you push it out of the way. And that's when I see people start to self-sabotage. Maybe you have a little bit of extra money, and instead of saving it, you might spend it on something really frivolous that you didn't even want, just to kind of get rid of that money. Or maybe you manifest an unexpected bill, so it just goes anyway. So setting a savings goal could be a really big upgrade for you today. And then you could save maybe just $5 a week on an automatic payment and start to feel good about saving. Then you can increase that weekly amount and you won't even miss it. So set your savings goal. How much would you like to have in savings in the next 12 months? Just write it down. You might not know exactly how you're going to get there right this moment, and that's fine. But setting a savings goal will really, really change your relationship with money in the future. Okay, money goal number 2. I want you to set a goal to be debt-free. Now, debt is another area that I see people sabotage themselves with all of the time. Debt keeps you trapped, maybe in a job that you don't like, or obligated to work with clients that you don't like either. Now, pretty much all of my 20s, I was in debt all the time, a lot of debt. But I didn't feel that bad about it. And also, it's kind of really socially acceptable. All of my friends were in debt too, student debt and credit card debt. We were fine with it. Because sometimes there's an energetic comfort level around debt that can be tricky to face. You might feel very comfortable being in debt. You might even use it as an excuse to not take action in your life. And when you make a decision to get out of debt, it could mean choosing a corresponding rise in your income, in your rates, which might bring out some of your fears and blocks too. It can take commitment to make a plan to get rid of debt and then follow through as well. So you're going to need to support yourself and really deal with your mindset around debt too. I can tell you though, it's such a great feeling when you don't owe anything to anyone. You're under no obligations and you're not trapped to do things that you don't want to do just because you have debt. Now, getting out of debt is a mindset thing, and maintaining a debt-free life takes commitment as well to both practical and mindset supporting steps so you can do it. So the first step might be for you is to get honest about how much debt you actually have. And then, like the savings account, you could set up a direct debit to snowball a little bit of your debt as well. Now, I actually have a lot more to say on this topic, so check out my blog for a specific post on debt. But I want you to make sure that you have being debt-free on your goal list for this year. It could be that you want to be completely debt-free by the next 12 months, or you can set a goal about how much less debt you want to be in as well. So go and do that one. Okay, so the third goal that I want you to set is an income goal, but not just any income goal. I want you to set a goal around creating another income stream in your business, in particular, a passive income goal. If you've been wanting to create more passive income, maybe a book or a course, it's not just going to happen without setting a really clear intention to do it, because you're probably going to face some resistance and some money blocks around it, and there might be some underlying guilt that it's not allowed to be easy. So, how much of your income this year would you like to make from passive income? Now, you don't have to do everything. You might not be able to write like 5 books this year or create 1 million different courses or whatever. You could just do one thing and just start small if you have to. So you might set your first goal could be $1,000 this year from passive income. You could do it really quickly as well. You could create your first ebook this year. You could take your one-to-one work and package it up into a short course. My first passive income product was a $50 e-course that I filmed myself on my iPad. But you know what? Pretty soon that course made me $1,000 a month. And then it freed me up to release some of my clients, which then gave me more time to create more passive income. So I want you to set a passive income goal. And if you don't know what it's going to be, make an intention to make your first $1,000 in the next 12 months from passive income. Okay, so we're not just going, I want to make this year. Those are some really specific goals that you should set. But what do we do with them? Like, do we need a fancy system for it? No, you could use a simple diary and write things down, and repetition is the key. So you could write things like, I am now debt-free on the 1st of January, or I have this amount of dollars in savings, or I make this amount of money in passive income. You could start a simple spreadsheet, super simple, just to track those 3 things. And then you know if you're on track or not. And having those goals will actually keep you on track to do it. That's where your intention's going to go. Now, of course, you're going to have some money blocks that start to pop up around each of these 3 goals. And don't worry, I have a lot of resources to help you as well. I've actually helped thousands of entrepreneurs break through money blocks in my books and in my course, Money Bootcamp. And I have a resource for you that's totally free as well. It's a workbook on how to set these goals and some steps to actually achieve them as well. So you can download it right now and start working on those 3 goals at denisedt.com/goals. denisedt.com/goals. And you know what? I can't wait to see what you're going to achieve in the next 12 months. Have fun with that. Set those 3 goals because it really is your time and you're ready for the next step.